Good day, everyone. To our partners, creators, players, volunteers, community leaders, friends of NIBCARD, and every single person who believes in the power of play. Welcome to NIBCARD Expo. Today is more than an event. It's proof that an idea that started with one friend's boredom, then a few games, a few people, and trust in God, that Africans deserve games that reflect our stories, our humor, our creativity, our cultures, and our realities can grow into something much bigger. Years ago, NIPCAT began with a vision to spread the culture of gaming in Nigeria through games Africans could truly connect with. Today, that vision has evolved into something greater, a social gaming ecosystem. An ecosystem connecting people through tabletop games, cafes, conventions, workshops, tournaments, content creation, storytelling, and community. And today, we celebrate that journey together. At NIPCARD, we have spent years designing and publishing games that carry African energy, African humor, and African experiences, both as our in-house games and games of other creators. Games like Concentration, Oya One More, Campus Wahala, Spy and Settlers, Instant Words, Owoni Koko, Spell Nigeria, The Hunt, Ungwa, Village War, Land of Resistance, and many others have helped us prove something important. African games is not a niche idea. They are meaningful experiences people genuinely enjoy. A young person might first encounter NIPCON through mobile game, then later join a game night, then attend AppCon, watch our content online, visit the cafe, learn game design, manufacture their games with us, invite us to host their games events, or become part of a wider gaming community. That is the ecosystem that we are building. Communities has always been the heartbeat of NIPCARD, not just games, people. Some of the strongest memories we have are not from just winning games. We are all winners after all. But from the conversations, the laughter, the debate, friendships, and connections built around them. That is why we are deeply grateful for the people who have helped shape this journey. To my co-founders, Obina, who leads our production team alongside Festus, Tangod, Jonathan, and others. And Abigail, who is leading the technical team of Sam, Anthony, Maris, Joshua, Israel, Ayo, and our new marketing specialist. To Dami, Collins, and Danjuma, who help with the day-to-day running of the cafe and experiences. To the game masters over the years, Uti, Precious, Anita, Timmy, Banky, Vuchi, Stella, Pearl, Caleb, Joy, Grace, Sharon, Mo, Rie, Daniel, Stefan, Stephanie, Obed, Susan, Adagazu, Fabian, Chooks, so many to mention who have consistently hosted games nights or volunteered at AppCon or have created spaces where strangers become friends over a game. To Vivian, Dibia, Hadiza, Maris, Uzo, Hilda, Kelvin, and Nampan, whose support during our charity initiatives reminds us that gaming communities can also create social impact. To Dungeon Master Ugonna, who is introducing people to the world of Dungeons and Dragons and role-playing culture. To Afolabi, Femi, Wale, and many others who continue to support the vision, even from afar. Thank you so much. We also recognize the power of storytelling and content creation. Our YouTube platform, NIBCARD Games YouTube channel, has become a place where people discover games, conversations, and personalities within the African gaming space. From What's That Game with Nampan to Hilda's Maple Monologue to Tabletop Game Gist, which I happily host with Lola, and many others who have appeared in our gameplay, videos, and conversations. Thank you for helping make gaming visible, relatable, and exciting for more Africans. Thank you too to Tony, Nugi, and Kelvin for the incredible video production, helping tell our stories online. Because visibility matters. People cannot join a movement they cannot see. The gaming industry across Africa is still young, but the opportunity is enormous. Africa has one of the youngest population in the world. Millions of our young people now have smartphones, internet access, creativity, and the desire for connection and entertainment. Yet, for many years, most gaming experiences available to Africans reflected cultures that are far removed from our realities. But that is changing. Across the continent, creators are now building games inspired by African cities, African languages, African humors, stories, and African lifestyles. Games like Film Master by Elijah in South Africa, Mali by Wambui, 5050 by 247 Games, also in Kenya, Your Village People by Timeyin and Femi from Nigeria, World Jumble by Basi Onyanako from Nigeria, What I Say by Wale Lawal, Monopoly Nigeria City Edition by Bestman Games, games by Culture Games, games by Centroid Games, Everyday Christian by Barnabas Usman, who is also my friend, and many more. And perhaps even more important, communities are beginning to emerge. Real communities, communities where people gather regularly to play, to learn, to create, and to connect. Today, we celebrate not just NIBCARD, but the wider African gaming movement. We celebrate people like Barnabas Usman, who is building gaming communities across North Central Nigeria through Games and Chill in Lafia, Makurdi, Jos, and Abuja. We celebrate Mosu Tobena, building musical games in Enugu, gradually spreading across other southeastern parts of Nigeria. We celebrate Paul in Kaduna, hosting regular games events. We celebrate Ladipo, and their work at Play Central. We celebrate the Ibadan tabletop gaming community, started by Fasco. We celebrate Clement of Shuffle Games and Aya of Aya events, both in Port Harcourt. We celebrate Lanre building Game Land in Lagos. We celebrate Susie of Zanoza. We celebrate Otto and his team at Arutu Gaming Hub in Jos. We celebrate Last Card and Fun Alley here in Abuja. We celebrate Wambui in Kenya. We celebrate Elijah in South Africa. We celebrate Olivia in Senegal. We recognize and celebrate pioneers and active contributors of African gaming. And we celebrate the many creators, organizers, publishers, cafes, clubs, volunteers, designers, and communities growing quietly across Africa every single day. This movement is bigger than one company. This is an African gaming renaissance. We are also deeply grateful for the support and encouragement we have received from members of the global gaming industry. Organizations such as Free League Publishing, Sad Cafe, New York Game Lab, British Council, IOM West Africa, the Spiel Foundation, Roxley Games, Board Game Gig, Watch It Played, Dice, Tabletopia, Cowrie Games, Tabletop Games Cafe Columbus, Blue Orange Games, Arcane Wonders, MOB Vanguard, and many others, including many individuals, too many to mention in a speech. Your support, encouragement, visibility, and collaboration reminds us that the gaming world is global and that African creators deserve a seat at the table. Gaming today is no longer just a niche hobby. It's entertainment, it's education, it's storytelling, it's technology, it's tourism, it's media, it's culture, it's business. There are opportunities for designers, developers, artists, writers, animators, content creators, event organizers, manufacturers, streamers, publishers, educators, cafe owners, investors, community builders. Gaming has an entire value chain, and Africa has room to grow in every part of it. But we must also be honest. There are challenges. Funding remains difficult. Manufacturing costs are high. Distribution can be difficult. Internet and payment system will still create barriers. Creators often lack mentorship, infrastructure, and visibility. And many people still underestimate the gaming industry as a serious industry. But every major creative industry once faced the same challenge. Music did, film did, tech did, gaming will too. The answer is not to wait. The answer is to build now, to collaborate, to support each other, to keep creating, and to keep playing. So today, I want to challenge everyone here. If you're a creator, create boldly. If you're a player, support African games. If you're an investor, pay attention to this industry. If you're a developer, collaborate. If you're a parent, encourage creativity through play. If you're in government or in the private sector, recognize the cultural and economic power of gaming. And if you simply love bringing people together, welcome to this movement because this is bigger than NIBCARD. This is about proving that Africa can build globally relevant gaming experiences while staying rooted in our identity, in our stories, in our humor, and in our community. Africa is not late to gaming. Africa is early to its own gaming identity. African gaming will not simply be imported, it will be created by us, by Africans. Let me conclude with this reminder. The future of gaming is not physical or digital, it is both, and it is connected. Thank you for believing. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for building. And thank you for playing. Welcome once again to NIBCARD Expo 2026.